Okay, these last few months been absolutely insane. And first, I just want to say thank you. The YouTube channel have now grew to over 3,500 subscribers, which I'm extremely thankful for. It shows that you guys are loving the things we've been putting out on the channel. I know we've been doing a lot of interviews and you guys are just enjoying those interviews. I'm happy getting value from those. And then second, the Instagram. I'm not even posting on Instagram and we now add over 27,000 followers, which is insane. So once again, I want to say thank you, but why am I here? Why am I making this video? Well, I have something I want to share with you guys. You see, over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of thinking while also growing the business, which is Artist Rise. And I realized the art space is one of the only spaces where you're so isolated doing what you love. Think about it. If you look at the fitness space or any other space, even a trading space, everyone come together as a big family. They throw events, they have clothing brands, they link and hang out and do all type of fun stuff. And the art space is the one space where you're isolated. Well, I'm saying to say my goal here is to transform this space. But in order for me to properly transform this space, it's going to require your help. So what am I doing? From now on, I want to bring artists together as a movement. And the best way to do that is through proper education and giving all artists the tools they need in order to succeed in this space. So moving forward, I'm gonna continue to produce the interviews because it seems like you guys love to hear some of my clients share how they got to where they at, applying the strategies that they learned from the program we have. But I'm going to be taking the time out of my day to record videos, sharing new tips and strategies that I teach my artists, but also what I learned from my artists. So we're going to start with today. Today I want to talk about how to properly set goals to make sure you achieve your goals every single time. So recently I was talking to an artist and he had this goal to leave his 9-to-5 job, which I noticed that's a big goal for a lot of artists. But his goal is a 2 to 3 year goal. He's like, Jaroid, if I could be out of my 9-to-5 job in the next 2 to 3 years, I would be one extremely happy artist. And it sounds great, but people don't understand how much time is in 2 to 3 years. I mean, think about this for a second. 2 years ago, we was in COVID and the whole world was dealing with lockdown. And then 2 years before that, the entire world was living a best life. Like so much could happen in a 2-year time span. Not to mention in that same 2-year time span, we end up getting like the monkeypox or whatever it was called. So much could change. So here's how to set goals properly to make sure you achieve your goals and achieve them faster than anyone else. And the goal we're going to set today is how to basically become a full-time artist. So first, you have to become crystal clear on a destination. Imagine that you want to travel somewhere, but you don't know exactly where you want to go. Then you're going to just be dropping around in circles. So let's get crystal clear on a destination. Let's say the destination is to be a full-time artist in the next 6 months. The reason why I say in the next 6 months is because we also want this goal to be a short-term goal. Because if we put it too far out, we're not going to be able to see that as actually obtainable, and then we're going to be lazy and we're barely going to be working towards actually achieving it. When we set goals, at least for the artists I work with, I make sure they achieve those goals. But in order for them to achieve those goals, we have to become crystal clear and make them short-term goals. So you have a 6-month goal. Write that down. And this is especially for those that's working a job and want to leave their job. If you have a 6-month goal, here's what you then gonna do. Write down how much you need to earn per month to comfortably leave that job. And if you're not working a job and you just want to set a goal to become a full-time artist, you could do the same exercise. So write down how much you would need to earn to be one happy, fulfilled artist. If you currently work on a job, I personally like that goal to be a minimum of $2,000 more than what you make at your current job. If you're not working a job, then set a goal that's usually about $2,000 to $3,000 more than all your expenses to give you a little bit of comfort. Once you set that goal, that's only step one. What majority of people do at this point, they'll set a goal and say, oh, I'm going to work towards achieving this goal, and they're going with the rest of their day, and they never actually take real action to achieve that goal. So I'm explaining to you exactly how to take action to achieve the goal you want to achieve, which is be full-time in the next 6 months. So now what you need to do is you need to ask yourself, what actions need to take place per day to move me closer to my goal in the next 3 months? Now, why 3 months? Because if you go focus on trying to achieve your goal in 3 months, that's going to give you an additional 3 months for trial and error. So whatever the time frame is to achieve your goals, you should be asking yourself, what do I need to do to achieve that goal in half the time? And then here where it gets good. Once you understand exactly what you need to do to achieve that goal in half the time, you want to focus all your attention, all of your energy on achieving that goal in half that time. So this is what this look like. Get a piece of paper and write out the goal, and then ask yourself, how can you achieve it in 3 months? Then once you understand what you need to do to achieve it in 3 months, put a game plan in place to start taking action tomorrow. I know people say you want to take action today. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. But today's already started, and already you have a clean slate. So ask yourself, what do I need to do that's going to move me one step closer to my goal tomorrow? Get a calendar and a planner, and then write out in that planner what you need to do. So it's going to look like this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do XYZ, whatever that may be for you. And then once tomorrow comes, you're going to wake up and you're going to start exactly there. Now, keep in mind, I want to build a community where artists can come together and crush it as one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a step-by-step game plan right here to work towards achieving your goals. So here's what you're going to do. There's a video on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna put a link up here for you to watch it. I think it's titled like Best Strategy to 5,000 per month. You're gonna watch that video. You're gonna study it. You're gonna study it inside and out. There are 3 key things I think I talk about in this video. It was recorded a while back, but it's still very effective to this day. The things I talk about is using a social media platform. Focus on one. Use that social media platform. You'll try to understand everything about it. And here's the second part. Every single person that engage with you on that platform, you want to have a direct conversation with them. It don't matter what they say. You want to focus on having a conversation with them. Once you're having conversations with them, you want to try to push those conversations to a sale. And that's going to be the focus. So if you're starting with tomorrow, here's what you want to do. Set out what platform you're going to focus on. If you don't know, go with Instagram. If you want me to guide you, go with Instagram. Once you figure out the platform you want to focus on, then put a strategy in place to start posting on that platform. It's no secret, videos do best, specifically reels. Now, put a calendar in place. This could be 3 videos per week. Choose the days you want those 3 videos to be uploaded. But the main thing I want you to understand is that we actually taking action now. We moving forward. And start posting. Send me messages on Instagram. Tell me about what you post and I'll be happy to go look at it. I want you to succeed. That's why I'm here. I want to build a community of artists and turn it into a movement where we all crushing it together. If you want to send me a message, just say, hey Jaroid, I checked out your YouTube video and that's so I know you've seen this video. And then I can look at your Instagram. I can even give you pointers. And I will try to get back to as many people as possible. Now, as you start to post, every single person that engage with you on Instagram, get into a conversation and start going for the sales. Set a goal. The goal for this week is for you to start posting on Instagram and having at least 10 conversations. If you do that, I promise you, you're gonna be 90% ahead of every single artist that's not watching this video. And as long as you start to get into conversations with people, you're going to start actually making sales. Now, I know you got a ton of questions coming to mind, such as Jaroid, but what should I say in conversation? What type of videos should I post? How long will these conversations be? How much should I sell my artwork for? What I should be charging? Should I offer prints? I'm going to talk about those things as well on this YouTube channel. But as of right now, I just want you to start. And as long as you're willing to start, we're going to move forward together. And I want this to be the place for visual artists to come and actually crush it. You learn, you meet other artists, and you actually work towards achieving the things that you was always told you couldn't achieve. And we're going to do it together. That's the goal here. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm going to be putting out a shit ton of content. and trying to give as much value as humanly possible. And if you already subscribed, then make sure you're not just watching these videos in your free time, but you're actually taking action. And that's so we can actually achieve the things we want to achieve in this art space. And then we're going to transform this art space as one and become a family and actually crush it. That's the end goal, is to help more artists actually crush it as artists. And then before you know it, all it takes is 5,000 artists actually selling, and them to see that they're selling, for the art space to no longer be seen as a starving space for visual artists. And it starts here. With that being said, I'm gonna see you on the next video. We're gonna still do the interviews, but I want this to be a place of value for all visual artists. So I'll see you then. Peace.